test new posted extreme notes, they came to an extreme place right here in Alaska. And well, these posted extreme notes really stick in the toughest conditions. They'll help you get it said and get just about any job done, especially if it ain't no regular office job. Water resistant with DuraHold paper and adhesive. New posted extreme notes. They're tailored for tough.
Land Rover, above and beyond.
DiGiorno crispy pan pizza bakes fresh in its own pan and travels straight to your table.
Unlike delivery that goes from oven to box to bag to car to traffic to wrong houses.
DiGiorno delivers a crispy caramelized crust straight from your oven.
It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno.
This is Severe Storm Central, and we're looking at severe thunderstorm warnings and at this tornado warning we can see here in Mississippi, well to the north of Tupelo, Mississippi. This for parts of Lee, Prentiss, and Union counties, including Baldwin, the city of Baldwin and Boonville. This tornado warning in effect until 4:30. Again, a tornado possible with this. It is radar indicated. Take cover right now. You see where the green and the red are next to each other. That's winds going in different directions, which is oftentimes a sign of a rotating storm in a couple areas on this, and that does mean there's the potential for a tornado within these areas. So if you live in any spot here on the screen within that red outlined area, now's the time to take cover. Also, make sure you're inside because golf ball size hail is also a possibility with this, as we're looking in Decatur, Alabama, also at how the fact that you see blue sky right here, that is a sign that things could get worse, because the sun is helping to heat the lower levels of the atmosphere. When it gets warm and humid down below, once that air starts rising, it wants to keep rising. The contrast of that warm and the humid air with the surrounding colder environment, you can get some potentially intense storms. There's a particularly dangerous situation tornado watch for parts of Mississippi and Alabama issued by the Storm Prediction Center. Only 3% of tornado watches are PDS. This is for the possibility of long-lived and strong, potentially intense tornadoes. So we're looking at a scary situation right now developing with the threat for some very powerful and potentially damaging tornadoes. Erica?
Yeah, Chris, and with that threat, with those ingredients in play, we do have torcons out for many of these areas. This is our index to give you an idea of how strong the tornado potential is across portions of the U.S. And here, we've got a 7 for Huntsville, Alabama, which means a 70% chance of a tornado within a 50-mile radius, and 6s out for Atlanta and Nashville. And so these numbers, the fact that we have any number, you said this earlier, Chris, is a big deal. But the fact that they're even above 5, that's a greater than 50% chance of seeing a tornado this evening at any point today. So please take caution, take the threat seriously, and get to your safe place if you find yourself under a warning.
The biggest threat so far when it comes to tornadoes this season: Huntsville, Alabama, Atlanta, Georgia, Nashville, Tennessee. 6 or 7 on the torcon. There is a threat not just for tornadoes, but potentially long-lived and intense tornadoes.
Yeah. And when it comes to staying safe in severe weather, there are places that you should go and others that you should avoid.
Meteorologist Mark Elliott takes a look at some of the safest places in your house.
When you're under a tornado warning or you hear a tornado siren, and especially if you can see that tornado, now is not the time to grab that smartphone and start filming. Instead, it's time to get inside and seek shelter. You run inside to seek shelter from the storm and come up to your bedroom, which normally is pretty safe, until, of course, a tree crashes through your roof. Coming down to a lower level, great idea. Trying to see where the storm is outside those windows, bad idea. It was a good idea to leave the windows, but this exterior wall doesn't help you as much as you might think. No, tree limbs or 2x4s, they're like toothpicks when winds get as fierce as in these storms. Yes, your garage is on ground level and has 4 sides. No, it isn't going to protect you the way you want it to. So this is where you do want to be. Not only a low level, but the lowest level you've got. And you want to put as many walls between you and the storm as possible. And then you stay here until it's safe. Because this room could be the one thing that saves your life.
And thank you so much for that, Mark. Important to know what to do when you're threatened by a tornado, because tornado's a big risk today.
Yeah, and large hail is another big threat today, the kind that pounded parts of Texas just this past weekend. Ahead, the areas that could see scenes like this in the coming hours.
Also breaking this hour, the newly named winter storm to affect the Northeast.
Does this map show the Peninsula Trail?
You won't find that on a map. I'll take you there. Take this left.
If you listen real hard, you can hear the whales.
Hear that?
Our Subaru Outback lets us see the world, sometimes in ways we never imagined.
Get 0% APR financing on all new 2018 Subaru Outback models, now through April 2nd.
Eucerin has been solving dry skin problems for over 100 years. Discover Eucerin Advanced Repair. It moisturizes dry, itchy, rough skin for immediate relief and proven 48-hour moisture. For healthier looking skin, look for Eucerin.
Born in the Rockies, Coors Light is colder, cleaner, and crisper to refresh you for what's next. Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
Dear Brian and Liz, my favorite part about being an insurance agent is working with people like you. Over the years, I've watched your passion grow into a successful business. It's clear why your family, your nursery, and the things you care about are so valuable. It's why I recommended the Cincinnati Insurance Companies. Thank you for your trust and letting me be part of this journey. Take care. David.
The Cincinnati Insurance Companies. Everything insurance should be.
At Safe Flight Auto Glass, we know that when you're spending time with the grandkids, every minute counts. And you don't have time for a cracked windshield. That's why at Safe Flight, we'll show you exactly when we'll be there with a replacement you can trust. Hold on, sir.
Looks great.
Thanks for choosing Safe Flight.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye. Saving you time so you can keep saving the world.
Safe Flight Repair. Safe Flight Replace.
If you're at home asking why, we've got a guy for that.
That's right. Carl Parker looking at the atmosphere. When you get it, you're going to love it. That's well done.
Slow clap.
What if you could keep an eye on your business every hour of every day and know where your customers are at any moment? See what your employees are doing or tell if your windows and doors are secure. And what if you could do all that from anywhere? Introducing Cox Business Security. With HD surveillance and 24/7 monitoring, our security never sleeps, so you can. Cox Business Security Solutions. Security that means business.
Vanderbilt's